Get into it. Got to paint a devil woman. Whiskey, get on my saddle. Devil woman. Alright. Devil woman. Right, so this is how we're looking from yesterday. So I'm just going to get my wet palette out. Definitely need to get a bit more red on there. So what the wash did was blend all those layers together to add a bit more depth. So I'm just going to go over the higher layers now in a blood red just to finish that off, and then we're going to get this stone bit done, go over that a bit and get these. It's going to be like a very pale gold on these badges here, which I've got a little trick for doing that rather than just painting straight gold and it looking a bit flat. So let's go. So I'll be checking chat here and there on my phone, so I'm not being ignorant if I don't reply to you right away. That reminds me, I need to get it up. So look. Yep, so got, I'm live on my phone on YouTube, then switch. Got some metal on in the background. Look. Right, so I've got 2 chats on there for YouTube and Twitch. So I'll keep checking every now and again. So let's get into it. Stop these boobies. Once this is done, we're going to do a nice shiny varnish on this, just make it all pop. This final coat of blood red's really going to make everything come together. Just taking our time. Keep the brush below where I'm painting so the camera focuses on what it should be doing. that. I can do a bit of highlighting in this orange I've got here. I think that'll really top it off, that. Being very generous with the red at the minute. Oh, light fell down then. A minute. Bloody ring lights. There we go. Nope. There we don't go. 1 minute. Any technical issues? Sorry about this. I think that'll do it. Alright, let's see how we get on with that. There we go. That'll do. Right. As we were. Just wet my brush a bit just so that the paint can flow a little bit better and we don't get it all cakey and all the rest of it. Nice even spread. And we're just picking out all the details here. Anything that pop up in the light. If we need to, just going over any areas. Might need a bit of a thicker layer on. It's the only problem when you put washes or speed paint on anything, you can be a bit unpredictable in parts, but for the most part it's quite effective really. I love these for layout paints, they just really pop, the game colour ones, they're so vibrant. Definitely the kind of style I go for. face. Let's have a look at this face now, see what's going on here. Oh, so details picked out quite well. Let me get rid of this bloody support hook there. So it should focus, so we've got some nice detail picked out there. So again, I'm going to go back over with the blood red. Just pick out the nice bits. Oh yeah, that pops quite nicely, that, I like that. Oh yeah. So we're always thinking about where the light is. There's two ways of doing it really. You can have a look at where the light's angled, or you can just do it where it looks like you think the light's dead on, or just a little bit off centre. But what I would recommend doing, wherever you have your light source coming from, your imaginary one, just make sure it's in the same place all throughout, so it just adds consistency, makes it look a bit good. So I'm just drying the brush off here. I'm just going to go across this hair here, just to pick out these details just lightly. Right, let's get the other bits now. Do this fire. Apologies if I keep going off camera. Still getting used to painting just in one spot. Right. So we've got a nice base coat of red there. I think we're going to do some highlights with this lovely hot orange, which won't show up as orange. It'll just, because you find like lighter colours like orange and yellow, they can be a little bit transparent, which is really good when you're blending. So let's see how we get on. It's not so far off blood red, to be fair, so it should work quite nicely this. Let's check chat quickly. Ah, boobs, yes. Fantastic, Adam, good to see you. So we've got the Adam, one of my besties. Lovely, love to see it. Right. So we'll start off with Adam's favourite bit. Oops. Get this orange here. And just popping over like that. See how it's not quite bold orange or anything like that. What we're doing, we're just blending it in with the red. Just getting the highlight, just so it highlights it a bit. Just want to give it that nice highlight. And as you go up and up and up with your highlights, you cover less and less area, and that's how you get the 3D effect in your shadows looking pretty cool. So it's actually settling, drying into like a really nice vibrant red with a bit of an orange hue, which is exactly what we want. That's what we want. I really like how this is coming out. Definitely happy with that. Sweet. Definitely getting there. Sweet. I'm happy with that. So we'll get a little bit more orange on the palette here. Get in with this now. See if I can get this pipe thing off. It's doing my head in. Sec. Try to get this metal bit thing off here. Comes in handy sometimes, but it's not so good when you try to film stuff, unfortunately. Shit. Right. Miles better. Right. Highlight the hair again like this. Sweet. We'll do fire. So that's those bits done, I think, because I don't want to do too much highlighting because end of the day it's a bottle. So I'll finish this tail off once we've done. In fact, no, I won't. Do that quickly now. Can always go over it again if we want. No big deal. It's literally just going over the tops. We've already got the red, the deep red underneath, so this makes it pop a little bit more. Go. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Right. Okay. So let's get this stone sorted. Could do getting this on here, really. Let's take this. Oops. And this. And this. And down there. This is stuck on here. Well, there we go. That's going to be well easier to paint now. Lovely. Right. Got the grey here. think we'll give this a wash as well. And we'll give it like a dark tone wash. Just make it look like a really worn bottle. Stone bottom on it. And that'll look really cool. Clean that bit up in a bit. Right. So I'm going to leave that grey just to go off. And we're going to get a very metallic silver. Won't be a moment. out. Right. So we get this on this paper here. Whoops! Drop me brush. Right. Oh, I need some. I'm just gonna drink some Monster. Nice. Right. Let's make sure this is stuck on. Right. I'm literally just putting a straight coat of silver on. All will become clear. This is how you make like gold and bronze look old and worn. Actually start with silver. So that's one side. Let's do the other. That's the silver on there. So we're just going to let that dry a bit now. Just got to make sure before we put like an ink wash on or something that everything is properly dry, or else things will just start smudging and it'll look crap. So we're just gonna chill for a minute now. Go grab yourselves a brew. Right, so we're done with the blood red. Keep the plate mail out just in case. Need a dark tone. That's what we want. Oh, right, how are we getting on? Not quite there yet. I think we'll use a bigger brush for this washing. These are my best brushes, you see, so I don't want to be getting too rough with them. Got some older ones here, so don't need anything magnificent. I'm just going to use this old brush here for a wash, and we don't want to be using a wash on a wet palette because that's just going to soak straight into the sponge and ruin everything. So I think we're good with that grey. Silver's still a bit tacky, so we'll leave that for a few more minutes. So I'm just going to get some of this dark wash here, it's like an ink. Right. And we're just going to leather this all over. It'll be especially good at picking all the detail out on the bottom of this base. And then what we'll do once it's done, we'll dry brush it with that grey again, just give it that stone effect. And it's giving this effect on this paint, which is strange, like it's kind of resisting the paint I've put down, which is unexpected. So I think we'll work with that. I reckon we could do a bit of a cool effect with that. I think what I'll do, I'll put this down, I'm going to wipe it as it's drying. I think that'll get a really cool effect. Plus we want something with a more of a brown tone for the silver to give it that gold effect, so we'll get there. Just make sure we're getting in all those nooks and crannies. Right. So that's interesting, isn't it? So, let's see what we can do. I think I'll get this big old makeup brush my missus gave me. I think we're just going to have a play around. I think we're going to have a bit of a dab about and see what happens. I think we're just going to dab like this. Oh, it's giving quite a nice effect, that, you know. In the words of Bob Ross, man, happy accidents. Look at that. Oh, I like that. Right. Okay. So literally, just dabbing, not wiping. It's building some texture up on this base, which I think looks quite nice. I like that. And look how it's settling. Oh, I like this. And then maybe do a dab with the grey over it. I wonder what I'd look like if I did that now. Kind of wet blended it. Let's try it. And let's dab some grey. Palette here. Let's get into it. Let's have a look. So just lightly dabbing. Very, very lightly dabbing. Not worried about that tail at the minute. Get that sorted after. Nice. Right, I've got some very, very light grey here. I think will be cool. You can get some new sticking putty there, I think. So, what I want to do next, got another slightly smaller brush here. I'm going to get a dark tone on it. Now, just break some small stuff up. Just break this up a bit. Nice, that's it. Right. That was pretty cool. I like that. Sweet. Right. See if I can wipe that off the tail. Nice. Right. So I just need to find like a round kind of wash now of that badge, and then we can put everything together. Right. So, round strong towel, flash wash, that'll do. Right, we're on. So we're going to be going quite generous with this. Try and get that stuck on again, there we go. Right, so this now is going to pick all the detail out of that silver. That's making it look like a worn metal. We don't want to dab too much, so don't want to bring any of that silver up. And what we're going to do, we'll dry brush it with the gold to finish it off. All the way around like that. You just got to be careful of this runoff as well, you see. So I'm gonna a little dab just to get that excess. I'm going to take it all off. just dabbing it on, lad. Don't matter if it looks a bit rough. We want it to look a bit rough. We want it to look like it's been in some abandoned place in the sky or deep underwater for God knows how long. Right. So we're going to have to be patient now. Just let that dry off. Do 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 do. Right. It's done with the wash, done with the plate now. Next we want bloody gold I just had.
Because the press and the media put us down, the fans got really united, you know. I mean, our fan base is incredible.
While Ozzy has never looked back career-wise since leaving Black Sabbath, he did draw musical inspiration from the early days for his seventh solo studio album in 2001.
And I was sitting in my room one day and I thought, where did it all begin for me? And I thought, Black Sabbath. But then I thought, before it was Black Sabbath, we recorded it, and I went, yeah, it was down to earth, and I went, bing, that's what it's going to be called, you know.
Dubbed the godfather of heavy metal and the prince of darkness, Ozzy could also lay claim to the title title of the King of Resurrection.
Just going to pop
After steering Black Sabbath
some greedy
to
gold
their
on
selling heyday of the 1970s,
after this.
he found himself out on his own, suffering from depression and addictions to a plethora of intoxicating substances.
See how I get here.
With the help of his former manager's daughter and future wife, Sharon Arden, he bounced back with blockbusting solo albums Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman. His retirement in 1995 was followed by an immediate comeback tour and the launch of his wildly successful annual Ozfest in 1996, which also saw his brief reunion with Black Sabbath. Just when his solo career finally looked to be tapering off after the release of Down to Earth in 2001, Sharon served the whole family a deal to be just themselves in the MTV smash hit The Osbournes. All the resulting attention left Ozzy scratching his head.
You know, I mean, I don't understand any of it. You know, I'm more than thrilled at the age of 52 to have a following like I have. It's incredible.
Luckily, Ozzy's fans have a bit more of an idea.
I've been an Ozzy fan since I was a little kid, from the early 70s. I grew up on it, through Sabbath, through Ozzy, and there's nobody like him. He's like God.
Oh my God, Ozzy is an amazing guy. He's left an incredible legacy. I grew up with his music.
He's Ozzy, I mean, he's been around forever. He's great. He has talent. He's just amazing. Yeah, one of the few guys out there who actually knows how to play and then just perform. He's amazing to watch.
He was just as incredulous when called up to accept his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I gotta tell you guys, I was absolutely, totally surprised by this one. To say this is an honor is not enough, you know. I'm just so overwhelmed with you guys turning out so early in the morning to see my own birth. And once again, thank you very, very much. Thank you. I love you all.
And far from alienating polite society with his potty mouth, chaotic home life, and inability to finish a sentence, he'd scored an invitation to dinner with the president.
Might have been a mistake. Thing about Ozzy is he's made a lot of big hit recordings. Party with the Animals. Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. Facing Hell. Black Skies and Bloodbath in Paradise. Ozzy, Mom loves your stuff.
He even drew comparisons with the president.
You know, actually, Ozzy Osbourne and the president, they have a lot in common. Yeah, first of all, they both love their families, both family men. They both partied a little too hard when they were younger. At the time, you can't understand a word either one of them were saying. And neither one of them make a move without their wife's approval.
It seemed a fair appraisal, especially after Ozzy suffered a bone-breaking fall from his quad bike in 2003. Despite his extensive injuries, Sharon made sure he was well enough to get back on stage to headline with Black Sabbath at 2004's Ozfest. 2 years later, she had him designing T-shirts for her charity.
And what could be better than to have an Aussie stickman on the back of a shirt? And what could be better than Aussie? I didn't make him. He decided that the money for the shirt would go to my colon cancer charity.
As he contemplated dropping out of the lineup of Ozfest 2006, Ozzy was once again coming to terms with the fact that the party might be over. But yet again, his pact with the devil held firm. And in 2007, he released his first studio album in 6 years. In 2008, Ozzy Osbourne was officially branded a living legend in the classic rock roll of honor. Alice Cooper beat Ozzy Osbourne to the living legend honor by 2 years, and at 10 months his senior, the American shock rocker seems to have arrived at the big 6-0 in much better physical shape. That could be because the hard-hitting horror he introduced to rock and roll has only ever been an act.
They knew I grew up in a Christian home and all that, but they also knew my sense of humor. And I think it took a while for the public to catch on to my sense of humor. And now they understand it, you know. But, you know, my dad was a pastor, my grandfather was father was a pastor, my wife's father's a pastor, and I'm Christian, you know. But I still don't have any problem playing the villain because I think it's classical.
Not to mention a lot more fun.
Oh, by far. The villain always gets the best lines. I mean, you know, think of any movie you've ever seen and think of, you know, who really had the best lines in the movie. I mean, you know, the Joker had all the great lines in Batman. Captain Hook always had the best lines in Peter Pan. You know, the Sheriff of Nottingham had that great snappy comeback. Yeah, the villain's a lot more fun to play.
But what about the prissy name?
Oh, that's the oldest question of all time. Now, really, you know, I do a song now called "It's the Little Things," and it talks about how you can burn my house, you can cut my hair, you can poison my cat. If you ever ask me how I got my name, it's the oldest question in the world. No, Alice Cooper is just, it was something we came up with years ago, 30 years ago, that was, there were too many rock heroes. We needed a rock villain, and I was more than happy to be that villain.
Alice Cooper was given the go-ahead because of its sinister quality. And it's a name that has done very well, not only for Alice, who but also for the members of his original band. The story goes that as Alice Cooper was the name of the whole band,
wait for that gold to go off.
yearly royalty for its use. Although no one knows exactly
we'll,
how much, insiders agree
put that flesh wash over it.
The band living comfortably.
I think.
But for Alice, it isn't about the money.
When we had 2 #1 albums out in
So
a row,
waiting for that.
I had no idea how much we made on an album. I didn't know how much we made
Just
at
gotta
the
touch some of
concert.
this grey
I
up.
didn't know how much we spent. I didn't care. I cared about the fact that we were living this great lifestyle, that every night there was a huge audience there, and they loved the music, and they loved the show. The last thing on my mind was, how much is a ticket? I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I don't know how much a ticket is tonight. I don't know how much a t-shirt is. I make sure I don't know that stuff, because that takes away from the sheer joy of the show. Too many young kids now know that they make 8.3% of every, you know, t-shirt sold. They shouldn't be caring about that. They should be caring about the band. They should be caring about the music. They should be caring about the audience rather than that. So these bands, I give them 2 years. If they can get past 2 years, I'm usually very surprised. Record companies also do not try to promote careers anymore. They're in it for the fast buck, and that's too bad.
For the ultimate showman, it's all about entertaining the audience. After 40 years of decapitations, spurting blood, 2-headed babies, and the odd leather-clad dominatrix, he has some words of advice for some of the newer kids on the block.
Too many bands are so self-righteous and so self-important. And, you know, you get to a point where you just want to say, hey, it's rock and roll. Come on. This isn't, you know, the grand ballet. This isn't Shakespeare. This is rock and roll.
One band that could never be accused of getting on a political soapbox is Kiss. Graduating from the Alice Cooper School of Smoke and Mirrors, they are grand masters in the art of putting style before substance, cunningly using face paint, fake blood, pyrotechnics and death-defying high heels to disguise the fact that they've only had one hit song. 1979's I Was Made for Loving You reached number 11 on the US Billboard charts and went to number 1 in Holland, eventually selling 1 million copies. Throughout their 35-year career of ups and downs, it has been the excitement generated over their spectacular live shows that has helped them to a massive haul of 24 gold albums. And in 2003, they were about to pull out all the stops down under in a concert with the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra.
This makes perfect. When we got together, we rehearsed 7 days a week, 8 hours a day. I mean, that's the truth. When I first met with Gene and Paul, 3 of us were up in the loft with no heat, 7 days a week until Ace joined us, and then he was the same thing. But we never stopped. We were still like that. It's still a consistent trying to be better, always trying to get better, always trying to outbetter ourselves. That's why I think makes us so great.
Ironically, it was Peter Criss, aka Catman, who was dropped from the band back in 1979 due to his substandard drumming. By that time, he'd already been replaced in the studio by Anton Fig to record Dynasty, which spawned their top 11 hit. Since then, Criss has been in and out of the lineup. The glue that's held the band together over the years has been singer Paul Stanley and bass player Gene Simmons. They've been troweling on the makeup as their star child and demon alter egos for all but 7 of their 35 years together, and neither of them are thinking about retirement.
If you're living in the future, you're not enjoying the present, you know, and we very much believe in taking these heels and planting them right on the ground and sucking out everything we can.
For the king of self-promotion, Gene Simmons, that means grabbing every opportunity to cash in on his celebrity. He signed up with A&E to front his own reality series, Gene Simmons' Family Jewels.
After 33 years of wearing more makeup and higher heels than your mommy, I've decided to open the vault and let you see my life. And my life, by the way, is different than your life because there are no secrets. The reason you never read about me in those trash magazines that women are addicted to is because there's nothing to reveal. Here are the facts of life. I've been happily unmarried to the same beautiful girl, Shannon Tweed, who I worship, for 23 years. This notion of negotiating with kids is lunacy. It's happened to us.
Right.
Western civilization, the fall of the same. Parents are negotiating with their children, which is nuts. Number 1, kids are not qualified to make any decisions. They've had no life experience. Number 2, there are no repercussions for bad behavior. Number 3, most importantly, do as I say because I'm bigger than you are.
But then, Big Gene has never been known to suffer much from a lack of confidence.
So we'll go for another flash wash now.
You got the best, the hottest band in the world. You know.
For all of Gene Simmons' big noting and chest beating, it was fellow American rock band Aerosmith who headlined when they played together in Virginia in 2003, much to Peter Criss's disgust. The drummer allegedly walked away from the gig when he heard that Kiss would be opening for the Bad Boys of Boston, whose well-publicized drug problems had dogged them since the 70s. In 2008, it was hard to believe
There we
that singer
go.
Steve
That's
Tyler had
popping
made
now.
it to 60 after collapsing several times on stage during his heavy heroin-using days of the 70s and 80s. Along with the rest of the band, he managed to get himself
There
formed
it
in
is.
the mid-80s and hold together the biggest-selling American hard rock act of all time. In 2006, after undergoing throat surgery for a popped blood vessel in his throat, the Demon of Screamin' proved he was made of stern stuff by announcing Aerosmith's first European tour in a decade.
Big time. Can't wait to hit the stage at Hyde Park this summer. Roger Waters, The Who played there last year, I believe. And the Stones, right in the 60s. That's when Brian Jones passed. And Nick let all the birds fly, the doves. It's going to be flipped out. Can't wait.
For bass player Tom Hamilton, it felt like they'd been conquering European audiences all over again.
I remember when we started out and we were playing for audiences that hadn't heard of us yet. We were opening for other bands, and you had this feeling of how much energy you had to put into sort of communicating that to the audience and getting them to react. And it still feels like that, even though everybody's obviously there because they like us already. You still feel like you need to lift the energy and really get the audience.
To give themselves an opportunity to really get the audience, they kicked off the tour with a tiny
Right.
gig at London's Hard Rock Cafe.
It's more intimate. It's easier to get spit at. It's easier to get the reaction back. I hate it when there's barricades.
I think we're nearly
so
there
far
now.
away. It's more
So,
fun,
I'm
you
going to
know,
leave it
to
there.
and to lean
So I've got
into
school
something.
run.
I mean, we
Thank you very much for staying with us. See you next time.